everybody, this is Catherine St-Pierre at Physikinaction. We are on week 3, day 6, yes, of our Your 90-Day Cardio Body Transformation Challenge. I have really good feedback on the meditation or visualization, so I want to keep giving you different tools for that. I'll also try to keep doing a few more stretches that I find that we haven't touched base with yet, but eventually you'll find the ones that you like and you'll just incorporate them yourself. So probably by week 5 I won't be showing you much stretching anymore. I mean, I want you to do them, don't get me wrong, but you can do the ones that you choose to do, so I'll make the videos a little bit shorter. Now for today's stretches, we might have touched something that's similar to it in the runner lunge. So we're going to get onto a comfy carpet. Take a large step, okay? You can keep the back foot curled, and then the front, just have your leg extended, bent. That could be better than extended, right? Unless you really want to play with this. But right now you should be getting a stretch through here and through there. You can push your hips forward. Feels awesome. I'm keeping these exercises, these stretches a little bit longer than what you're used to seeing with me. Just because it's your last day, you are relaxed. If you've noticed in the other videos, I was telling you that you should always do a stretch after you've had some kind of a warm-up. You had a hot shower, or a hot bath, or a massage, or any kind of physical activity, and you're okay. Good. Now we're going to take the same position, and we're just going to back her up, lifting this toe up. So right now, we switched it. Now we're stretching this guy almost on its own. Just let the eyeball roll. Finding different angles will work, different fibers. So if you're turning out, you might feel a different angle. Turning in, you might feel different ones. Find the one space that really pulls and pull that. Good. Now we're coming back towards our runner's lunge. Except what you're going to do here is you're going to take your right foot and you're going to bring it over. I'm going to turn over in a minute so you can see what it looks like. You're going to drop your knee down and then you're going to sit as far down as you can. Now, let me turn just so that you see what it looks like. We went from here to here. Now, the closer your foot is to your groin, the simpler it is to find a spot where you're comfortable. This butt might not touch the ground. It's probably not going to touch the ground. You can insert a towel underneath if you need to, a cushion, whatever it is that you need to bring your hips a little bit more level. Okay. Now, if you're finding this easy and your bum is touching, like mine, and your hip is touching the ground, you can bring your foot a little bit forward. You should get a stretch up. Okay. Now, if this is easier going down. Deep breath. When you're ready, and you can stay into this 3 minutes if you wanted. You aren't. Come back up. Back up. Switch legs. Into your runner's lunge. And push through. Now, if this is not comfortable for the knee that's on the ground, you can put something underneath it just so that it's not directly onto the ground. This is actually a pretty good mat. If you're on a yoga mat, you may need to add a towel or something underneath. down there. As long as you can. Pushing your bum back. The more you push back, the more you will feel it in your hamstring. A little bit longer. If you feel that the leg is twitching, it's normal. Mentally try to relax it. It'll help a lot. A little bit longer. Good. So we come back up. We're going into pigeon. So put over, bring it down, lengthen, and find your spot. If your bum is touching on the ground and you're going to roll onto the ground, look out a bit. Find that spot where it fits. Now be careful not to roll over, because this is really simple. You're really trying to stay lined up. And when you're ready, one more. Gently make your way back up. It is said that the hips are the emotional center, and if you take a yoga class and you're in pigeon pose, you will hear people weeping. So if you are crying, like just tears are running down, and it's not because it's pain, it's probably what it is. So just let it go. Just let it go. It's your body knowing that something's going on. Now, we're getting ready to do a meditation. If you watched your first video, the first one, we did it lying down. We're going to use that same corpse pose, Shavasana, or dead pose, okay? You're going to use that pose, and we're going to be doing the spaghetti method. So give me a second, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so this meditation is called the spaghetti meditation, or the noodle. And basically it's to allow you to notice when you're being stressed out or you're being tense. And this should help you to kind of relax and know how to get into that relaxed spot. So, a spaghetti, right out of the box. This is representing you when you are pieced off, tense, and rigid, and all of those nouns that we don't like to use, okay? When somebody talks to you and you're already this position, you get and you snap, okay? So what we're trying to get you to do is not snap. What we're trying to get you to do is to be it like this cooked spaghetti, which is nice, fluffy, flexible, smooshy. I almost want to eat it, but I shouldn't because they're carbs, okay? But if you're trying to break Mr. Floppy here, you have to pull. You have to pull in directions. Making you upset or whatnot won't work. It's not the same thing. So we're working the spaghetti method. For those that are just happen to fall upon this video and didn't see video one for the Shavasana or the corpse pose, we are lying down. Take a comfortable position. If you need a towel or a pillow, use one, but you want a position where you don't need to move. Now, this is a contraction release kind of meditation. So you are active during this meditation, okay? When I ask you to contract or to try to force, if it's your feet or your hands, your feet you're going to be crumping, your hands are going to be clenching. If it's your hand and your mouth, you're going to be clenching. I'm showing you because as you're laying down and with your eyes closed, you're not going to be able to look at me. So are you ready for this? So let's get lying down into a comfortable position. You remember, head down, fingers in your belly button, flop out, toes touch together, flop out. Bring your bum underneath you, bring your shoulder blades underneath you, and you should be ready. When you're ready, 3 big breaths. This will allow the body to know that we are going into a meditation. Please close your eyes. Now take your concentration, and for every breath that you will take, send it down to your lower body. So taking a deep breath and push your thoughts down towards your lungs. Take a deep breath and push your thoughts towards your belly. And take another deep breath. Push that thought towards your hips. Take that thought and push it from your hips down to your knees. Take that thought and push it down towards your feet. Now from here, just analyze how your body feels. Remember in week 1, you were feeling all the sensations that were in that pyramid space between your nose, your lips, and your uvula. Concentrate on those feelings, the heat, the cool, the temperature, the how you are tense or relaxed. Is it buzzing? Notice those sensations. Now take in a deep breath, as deep as you can, and throw all of your concentration into your feet. Now, you will take a foot, doesn't matter which one, and you will clench it with all your might right now. Push, push, more, hold it, a little longer, and release. Now feel the difference between the both feet, the one that you had just clenched and the one that hasn't been clenched yet. They should feel quite different. Now take a deep breath. Throw all of your thoughts and energy into the foot that you haven't clenched yet, and start clenching as hard as you possibly can. Clench harder, a little bit harder, longer. Don't let go. Keep on going. And release. You should feel way more relaxed. Your feet should feel smushy and heavy, as if they wanted to just melt into the ground. Now I want you to bring your attention to where your calves are. You should feel the ground underneath you. Now I want you to clench those. This may mean that you're flexing your feet or pointing your feet, pushing your calves into the ground, whichever way that you feel works for you. We start right now. Clench. Harder, harder. Push that ground. Come on, come on, come on. And release. Feel that melt right into the floor. You should feel a big difference from the before and after. Now take a deep breath and bring it up to your thighs, and we will clench your thighs. So as of right now, you should be feeling the floor and you should be feeling the air on the top of your thighs. Now clench. If it means pushing the ground, keep on going. Keep on going. Longer. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Now release. And feel yourself fall into the floor. Usually you'll feel the temperature, the body temperature change as you do this. Now take a deep breath. Bring your attention up to your bum. And you will clench that as much as you possibly can, starting now. Clench. Harder. Clench, clench, clench. Don't let go. Keep on going. And release. Just relax. Feel how your legs are relaxed. Feel how everything just wants to melt into the ground. Now we're going to bring your attention up towards the chest area. It is all of the torso that we want to kind of clench. So your abs will clench, your chest will clench, your back will clench. And to do that, you'll sort of kind of squeeze your arms against your torso. That's usually the best way you can do this. Are you ready? Clench as hard as you possibly can. Get your whole torso crunched up. Keep on going. Don't let go. Keep on going. And release. That feels good. Just relax. Now take a deep breath. Bring your attention up towards your shoulder. Blow it all the way down into your hands. We're going to go to your hands. Now I want you to notice your left hand and your right hand, how they feel. And you're going to pick one of those hands and you're going to clench, make a fist, clench it as hard as you possibly can. Go, go, longer, harder, harder, harder. You should leave nail marks in your palm. Keep on going and release. Usually when you're doing this with the hands, they don't want it completely released, so you might have to force it open. Now feel the difference between both hands. One should feel much lighter, much warmer than the other. And we're going to do the same thing with the other hand. So you're going to take the opposite hand and you're going to clench as hard as you possibly can. Clench, clench, clench. A little bit more. Keep on going. And release. Breathe. Just take a deep breath. Now we're going to do the upper arm, well, the full arm. The full arm, what you're going to do is you're sort of going to bring your fingers apart, and once again, you're going to squeeze your arm towards your torso. It's a full contraction that you're going to do there. Are you ready? Contract. Come on, you can do this. Contract, contract, harder. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. Now your whole torso, your arms will just melt into the ground. We're almost done. Now take a deep breath. This one's a little strange. What you will do is you will push your head into the ground. So this will force your neck and it will force a lot of muscles into your face. Are you ready? Push your head as hard as you can into the ground. Push, push, push. A little bit longer. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. And release. You should definitely feel your head just like melting into the ground. Take a nice deep breath. We're almost done. The next one, you will clench your teeth together. So we're really making you work in the jaw area. Are you ready? Clench, clench, hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold it longer. And release. Take a deep breath. You'll probably notice those are muscles when you're tense that are definitely working a lot. Learn to loosen that up. We are almost done. Last one. Take a deep breath. Clench your eyes. This will not be comfortable. You will clench them closed as tight as you possibly can. Are you ready? Clench, clench, clench. More, more. Squish that face. A little bit longer. And release. Now when you do this, you might feel or see little spots from your mind's eye. This is normal. This happens. Feel your temples relax. Feel your cheeks relax. Feel your eyelids relax. Now, I want you to remember what your body felt like when you first laid down and took your first 3 deep breaths. And we will repeat those same 3 deep breaths, but you will notice how your body has changed. Now please wiggle your fingers and toes. Make little rotations with your ankle and wrists. And open your eyes. Now I hope you enjoyed that meditation because it really allows you to feel the difference in your body between being tense or uptight and being able to create that state of ugh. Now also that feeling that you have after the motion, when you breathe in and you feel the heat, you feel yourself melt into the floor, you can recognize that feeling now and associate relaxing with it. So whenever you feel that you're Mr. Uptight Spaghetti that's about to crack, you know that you can always go back to that space of just and then breathe and relax, and allowing you to come back to that state of mushiness where you're more pliable, like a little spaghetti that I want to eat, and feel better about yourself. Now next week, in week 4, you'll see that we are working a little bit more with speed. This week we went with the a little bit more time, but now we're going up in speed, I believe, next week. So be ready for it. And come back to this video as often as you need to have it down packed so that you can really figure it out. So until Monday, see ya.